So Mark, tell me, what is the single biggest threat to the United States of America today?
That's a great question. I think the single greatest threat to the United States today is the kind of atmosphere that it creates when people are afraid to express themselves for fear of some sort of implicit government retribution.
Now, why do you say that? Is it just the politicians who are all on trying to be on the same team and pose in it as a unified front anyway?
What I'm more concerned about, though, is the media. The media is mostly corporately owned, of course, in the United States because it's a free capitalist country. Our media is fairly capitalist. It's very driven by commercial interests, and as such, it's not really in the interest of the media to show a whole lot of things that are extremely critical of the government. Anything that's going to upset you right before you get ready to watch your sitcom at night is not going to put you in a heuristic mode, which basically means a psychological mode in which you're going to be receptive to want to listen to TV commercials, as opposed to a systematic mode in which you're thinking about arguments, and usually advertisers don't like your mind set in that mode.
In the heuristic mode, it's a process of thinking in which people are not fully motivated. They respond to visual and emotional cues. Television commercials frequently operate in the heuristic mode. They don't tell you why you should buy a product. They rely on images and feelings to appeal to your subconscious. It's an easier and faster way for advertisers to get you to buy their product quickly. Systematic mode is a process of thinking in which people are motivated. They respond to facts and reasons. Systematic persuasion is more difficult to accomplish because people tend to be closed-minded, but it's also longer lasting. Commercials don't rely exclusively on the systematic mode to sell because they don't want people to scrutinize their message. Now, think about it. At the end of a major newscast, are they more likely to tell you about battle casualties in Iraq, or are they more likely to talk about a kitty that got stuck up in a tree and a fireman who saved it, or somebody who made the honor roll, or some heartwarming story? The idea is to put you back into the heuristic mode so then you can continue to enjoy your commercials and be in a passive frame of mind so that when you watch those commercials you're going to be more inclined to want to buy.
Okay, but that's corporate America,
right,
or political America. What does that mean to me, Joe Blow, on the street?
I think you're talking about two different issues. One of the big issues here is in regard to the media. The thing that I'm bringing up has to do with the fact that the media isn't informing you of what the government is doing, and it isn't being critical of the government. Therefore, you're not able to make good decisions, and you're not able to sort of fulfill your responsibility as a citizen. The more free of an environment you have, the more people are able to express themselves, the more criticism of the government that is allowed. And you know, it's absolutely important, I think, for any kind of democratic situation to try to have what is hopefully a vigilant media and a vigilant, aware group of people who are keeping an eye on what's going on. Maybe you should be more aware. Maybe you should be paying more attention. Maybe, you know, as a result of you paying attention, maybe you'd want to do something about it.
But doesn't that require some effort on my part?
It does require some effort, and therein lies the problem. You know, once you get people who are apathetic, it's very easy for a government to run roughshod over whoever they want to. Not that our government would deliberately do that, although there's some evidence that suggests that they would. I will go so far as to say that governments have a much easier time governing when they have an apathetic population.
But then I'd miss my soaps.
I know. That would be really sad.